Part 53. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 521. The three great generals laughed wildly. They actually broke through the long-forgotten realm in the battle and reached the second level of the lords. At this time, their strength has reached a higher level, and their combat power has become even stronger, which makes them full of confidence. In their opinion, they originally crushed Qin Feng, and now they have broken through the realm. Killing Qin Feng, who is in the 6th level of Shenzhou, is as easy as crushing an ant. Do you think I can't do anything to you after you are promoted? It's ridiculous. Qin Feng moved his body. Facing the three people who had been promoted, he was fearless. Swish! A bright moon rose from behind Qin Feng, and a bright moon appeared in the Sea of God King Vision, and a sea of divine power appeared in the world. As Qin Feng waved his hand, countless Mingzhou pills in his space were engraved in Qin Feng's Sea of God King Vision like stars. The next moment, the Sea of the God King was completely ignited and boiling. The pills were refined, and the purest true qi was poured into Qin Feng's body. The vast amount of true qi was swallowed by Qin Feng and absorbed. This idiot, if he forcefully absorbs so many pills, he will definitely explode and die. Are you crazy? The three generals showed sarcasm at the corners of their mouths. It was only now that he had such a strong improvement in his realm. Not to mention that he would explode and die, even if he was lucky enough to be promoted to the 1st level. What could he do? Instead, they miscalculated. Qin Feng's body was like a bottomless pit. It absorbed a huge amount of medicinal power in an instant, and there was no side effect. Crack! Then, the sound of Qin Feng's shackles breaking sounded, and then his whole aura became different. He was directly promoted to the 7th level of Shenzhou. The three generals saw this scene, and they all opened their mouths in surprise, and they could put down a duck egg. All of them were shocked. They were able to break through the realm because of chance and the accumulation of true qi over the years. The later the cultivation is, the more difficult it is to improve a small realm. They have been stuck in the 1st level of the lords for several years. Tonight, they finally broke through the shackles by chance and promoted to the 2nd level of the lords. They originally thought that their speed was enough to be proud of. But Qin Feng was promoted to the 6th level of Shenzhou. In just a few days, he was promoted to the 1st level in front of the three people and became a cultivator of the 7th level of Shenzhou. Such a fast promotion speed made them smack their lips. How is it possible? How can you improve your realm at will without any bottleneck in the realm? The three generals were all stunned, with a look of horror in their eyes. They couldn't believe that Qin Feng would be so stunning. However, they didn't know that Qin Feng's divine power was like the sea. He really didn't have a realm barrier. It was just that the energy consumption required to improve the realm was also extremely amazing. As his cultivation level improved, the energy consumed by Qin Feng for each realm he advanced to was dozens or even hundreds of times that of an ordinary cultivator. If there was no system and the reward of elixirs, he would not have been able to grow to such a realm. Because Qin Feng's advancement was simply a bottomless pit, and he could only be cultivated in a great holy land. However, even in the ancient holy land, it was impossible for all the luck of the clan to be gathered on Qin Feng in order to cultivate him alone. You all have to die. At this moment, Qin Feng held the Juexian sword in his left hand and performed the Feng Guiyujushan. The terrifying sword energy penetrated the 9 heavens and suppressed the world. And in his right hand, holding the 6-Dao immortal sword, he performed the Samsara sword technique. The 6 paths revolved together, showing an incomprehensible and inexplicable power. The sword light and sword energy swept across the sky, suppressing the three generals who had just advanced around him. The three generals, seeing Qin Feng's power, all showed incredible colors in their eyes. They had obviously become stronger, but now facing Qin Feng, it was like facing a god, and they sensed an unshakable will. Boy, Don't stop until you die today. At this point, they could no longer retreat. The three great lords pushed the blood in their bodies, and their fighting power soared. The power of the second level of the lords was fully erupted, and the brilliant light turned into the Dharma of heaven and earth, with a breath of destruction. Chilla. The 6 reincarnations and the phoenix danced in the sky, and the power was extremely strong under the blessing of the 9 prohibitions. The breath of destruction radiated directly and bombarded the 3 great lords. In an instant, accompanied by 3 screams, the 3 great lords were chopped into the void by Qin Feng. The vitality of the 3 people was rapidly fading. After practicing to their level, they could survive for a short time after being killed because their vitality was extremely strong. However, the 6 paths of reincarnation sword technique Qin Feng used had an inexplicable power that did not give them the slightest chance to struggle. They were swallowed by the sword light and were directly annihilated. After killing the 5 elements warrior, 3 diamond scratch cards appeared in the air. Qin Feng's eyes lit up and he picked up the cards and scratched them. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully using the diamond scratch card and obtaining 58 medium-level fairy swords. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully using the diamond scratch card and obtaining 120,000 Mingzhou pills. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully using the diamond scratch card and obtaining 108 5-star fairy golds. The system sent 3 prompt sounds in succession. Qin Feng got some useful materials and pills, which he put into his own space. After doing all this, Qin Feng used his powerful soul power to look for the breath of Longma and Zhuqieching Cheng. Just now, when he was chasing the leader of the 8 great masters here, he felt his Longma carrying Zhuqieching Cheng chasing him. But knowing that Yeching Cheng and Zuk did not appear at this time, this was not right. The 2 might be in trouble. Swish! Qin Feng soared into the sky, he jumped onto the top of a mountain, and scanned the 4 directions with his powerful fire eyes. At this moment, it was close to dawn, and Qin Feng's fire eyes emitted 2 beams of light that shook the sky and the earth, looking dozens of miles away, looking for the figures of Zuk and Yeching Cheng. For some reason, even the aura of the dragon horse that Qin Feng had cultivated with his life disappeared, but Qin Feng could really feel that the dragon horse was not dead, but he could not lock the position of the dragon horse, which made Qin Feng frown. What's the situation? Qin Feng stood on the top of the mountain, and could not find the figures of the 2 people with his fiery eyes. The 2 people were definitely in trouble. Swish! Continuing to stay on the top of the mountain, he could not find the figures of the 2 people. Qin Feng directly soared into the sky, stepped on the reverse fairy step, turned into a beam of light, and instantly wandered around this area. At this time, he increased his speed to the extreme, as if he was traveling through the void, and his figure was all over the space within a radius of dozens of miles. However, after searching for a long time, he did not find the figures of the dragon horse and Zhuqieching Cheng, which made Qin Feng's heart sink instantly. The 2 people and the dragon horse seemed to have disappeared for no reason. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 522. Crash. Finally, Qin Feng came to a huge waterfall and stopped. He felt some Genkai fluctuations here, indicating that a battle seemed to have taken place here. Qin Feng looked with his fiery eyes, and he found some clues. There were inexplicable lines flashing in the roar of the waterfall. If it weren't for his sharp eyes and ability to detect extraordinary energy fluctuations, he would have been able to pass them by. A restriction. Qin Feng's formation skills were very high, and he instantly saw some reasons from the outline under the waterfall. However, if you want to open the restriction, I am afraid that with the cultivation of Yeching Cheng and Suzaku, it is impossible. Brush. Qin Feng moved and flew to the vicinity of the waterfall in an instant, inspecting it carefully. Spiritual blood lead? So that's it? At this time, there was a spiderweb-like crack above the waterfall, which looked like it was hit by something. If Qin Feng's guess was not wrong, Suzaku and Yeching Cheng were bombarded on the back of Longma, and the two of them, together with Longma, collided with the waterfall. As powerful as the dragon and horse, they were injured. It was obvious that the existence chasing them had extremely terrifying cultivation. Fortunately, the blood of the injured dragon and horse just activated this restriction, and they teleported and disappeared here. Brush. In an instant, Qin Feng used his means to break the restriction, and his figure disappeared here. As Qin Feng's figure disappeared, the broken restrictions closed again, covering this small world. After about half a stick of incense, the transmission stopped. With a flash of light in front of his eyes, Qin Feng found himself appearing above a hill. The mountain peak at his feet still had some traces of battles, and he even found a few scales belonging to dragons and horses. Suzaku and the others have indeed been here. Qin Feng frowned slightly. He was sure that he was not looking for the wrong place. He was sure that this small world contained the aura of his horse, dragon horse. Didn't run far. The dragon energy here is condensed and never disperses. It can be predicted that there was a battle here not long ago, and Yeching Cheng and the others have not left far. Brush. Qin Feng stepped on the immortal step and increased his speed to the extreme. At this time, he was very anxious, fearing that if he was late, the lives of the two of them would be in danger. Finally, after traveling for more than 10 miles, in the valley ahead, a beast roared to the sky. The light was bright, shaking the mountains and rivers. It was the roar of a dragon and horse. As a result, Ryoma was scarred all over and was surrounded by 6 people. It tried its best to protect Suzaku and Yeching Cheng in the middle. Large parts of its body were stained with blood, its scales were gone, and there were even 2 weapons stuck in its body. Court death. When Qin Feng saw this scene, he was furious. He stepped on the immortal step, rushed down with all his strength, and appeared in the field in the blink of an eye. Boom! The 12th yin intertwined with the sun, and the earth immortal martial arts Kunpeng divine form was used. A big black fish was born in mid-air with golden markings, and it soared up. The powerful aura spread out, and Kunpeng's divine form bloomed directly in the void. The terrifying power directly blocked all the moves that were aimed at Longma and others. In an instant, Qin Feng stepped on the immortal steps and arrived in front of Zuk and Yeching Cheng. He was shocked when he saw the appearance of the 2 people. At this moment, Yeching Cheng saw Qin Feng, with a sweet smile on her face. Her face was extremely pale, her lips were stained with blood, and she was extremely injured. "You're finally here." Yeching Cheng finally showed an expression of relief. In her arms, Suzaku passed out. Qin Feng felt that her pulse was extremely weak and her internal organs were severely damaged. The moment Yeching Cheng relaxed, a trace of blood suddenly spurted out from his mouth, and his face became much paler. The reason why she was able to hold on until now was entirely because she was holding on for a breath. Her cultivation was in the phaseless realm, which was much stronger than Suzaku. But she knew that Suzaku held a very important position in Qin Feng's heart, so she could never leave Suzaku and escape alone. Unexpectedly, the visitors were too powerful and their speed was even more astonishing. Even with the level of Ryoma, they could not escape safely. At the critical moment, they discovered the restriction, opened it with dragon blood, entered the secret realm, and escaped. Unexpectedly, those people were also good at formations and forced to break through the restrictions and followed them, blocking the 2 men and a dragon and horse in the valley. "Do you want to talk?" Qin Feng used his divine power and quickly fed a pill into the mouths of the 2 people. Then, he hugged the 2 people, collected the dragon and horse, and shuttled through the void. Although he really wanted to settle the score with these people, Suzaku and Yeching Cheng were seriously injured and their lives would be in danger if the situation continued. The first priority was to bring them back from hell. The counter-immortal step reached its extreme. Qin Feng penetrated the void in an instant, and disappeared here after a few steps. After burning a stick of incense, he came to a cliff and arranged several concealment formations. Then he dug a cave and hid with the two of them. Both of them were seriously injured, with cracks all over their internal organs. It was really lucky for them to survive. Qin Feng took out the 9 turns of resurrection and fed it to the two women. This 9-turn resurrection pill is a high-grade elixir that Qin Feng is refining, and it can almost revive human flesh and bones. Following that, Qin Feng used his divine power to dissolve the medicine, and the two men's injuries temporarily stabilized and they fell into a deep sleep. At this time, Qin Feng sensed that in his storage space, Longma also entered a state of meditation. Around Longma, countless energies were intertwined. It was wrapped in countless mysterious substances, forming a cocoon-like object, and fell into a deep state of meditation. In order to save Zuck and Yeching Cheng, Longma was seriously injured. At this time, it protected itself and entered a deep sleep. Qin Feng waved his hand and refined several extremely precious 1,000-year-old spiritual medicines in the space where Longma was stored. If Longma could survive this heavy blow, his strength would also advance by leaps and bounds and reach a new level. Qin Feng, run fast. In a coma, Zuck muttered to herself, frowning and whispering in her sleep. She was also worried about Qin Feng's safety in her sleep, which instantly warmed Qin Feng's heart. It's all right now. Qin Feng took the initiative to hold Zuck's hand. The other party's little hand was cold. It was obviously a fire-attributed skill, but at this time, due to excessive blood loss, his limbs were cold. Humph. Half an hour later, Yeching Cheng woke up first. She held her chin with her hand and looked at Qin Feng, who was hugging Zuck, with a half-smile on her face. You are seriously injured now. Although your injury has stabilized, you still need to rest well. Qin Feng felt a little uncomfortable when Yeching Cheng looked at him. He took 2 steps with Zuck in his arms, leaned Yeching Cheng against his arms, closed his eyes, and began to heal the two with his true energy. A little bit of divine power lingered on his body, making up for the missing true energy in Yeching Cheng and Zuck. Let's talk about everything tomorrow. Since we have waited for so long, we don't need to waste a few hours. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 523. Early the next morning, Zuck and Yeching Cheng woke up in Qin Feng's arms. As the two of them moved slightly, Qin Feng, who was protecting them, sensed it instantly, and she leaned the two of them against the vines on the cliff. It's just terrible. Yeah, I still feel scared thinking about it now. Zuck jumped over Yeching Cheng, still feeling frightened at this time, although with Qin Feng's side, their safety was no longer a problem. But being so close to death not long ago still frightened the two of them. Who is chasing you? Is it the Assassin Dynasty? Qin Feng thought of the masters in the Assassin Dynasty. It was probably the only Assassin Dynasty that was good at speed that could force two people with extreme speed to such an extent. No, it's an old woman with 6 masters. Yeching Cheng said solemnly that if it were just those 2 masters, Longma could have taken her and Suzaku to escape. It was all because that mysterious old woman was too terrifying. She was so powerful and had a ghostly figure. She was in the 5th level of the princes. Her strength was so terrifying. An old woman. Qin Feng frowned. To be able to force Yeching Cheng and Longma into such a situation, that old woman's strength was terrifyingly powerful to an extremely astonishing level. When he rescued Yeching Cheng, Suzaku and Ryoma, he only found 6 middle-aged people and did not find the existence of the old woman. Didn't the other party follow you into the secret realm? Qin Feng's heart moved, and he continued to analyze that if the old woman was at the scene, Suzaku and Ryoma would be in danger. Suzaku's eyes showed worry, and she said extremely worriedly, "The other party followed us into the secret realm, but just after entering the secret realm, a holy beast was discovered, and the old woman turned to chase the holy beast." Until this moment, Suzaku still had a look of panic in her eyes. As powerful as she was in cultivation, she had no power to resist at all when faced with the old woman from the fifth realm of the princes. If she hadn't been wearing earthly immortal treasure armor, she wouldn't have been able to survive at all. And at the most critical moment, it was Longma who used his strong body to delay their breath for a moment, and then led them through the void and escaped far away. If I guessed correctly, the old man should also be from the palace, but for some reason her movement feels very familiar to me. Yeqingqing's eyes also showed worry. She explained. That old woman has so much magic power. If it weren't for the new armor she wore at the last moment, I'm afraid you wouldn't even be able to see the two of us now. Are you from Emperor Yan? Don't worry, I won't let anyone go. Qin Feng's heart was filled with anger. Since the other party was still in this small secret realm, he must not let them go. Don't be careless, that person is very strong. Suzaku said with some worry, although the injuries on her and Yeqingqing's bodies had been stabilized. However, the two of them have not yet recovered their strength. Following Qin Feng can only be a burden and cannot be of any help. Even self-protection is a problem. Don't worry, I can destroy them all by myself, you. Before Qin Feng finished speaking, his expression immediately became suspicious, and several powerful auras appeared above the mountain peak where they were. They found us. As Qin Feng's words fell, a terrifying sword light struck down in the void instantly. Those people were very decisive and immediately showed their amazing magical powers and blasted downwards. Qin Feng supported Suzaku and Yeqingqing and quickly hid aside. A sword energy penetrated the mountain peak where they were, and rocks shot out. There is a formation energy reaction here. What Aunt Rong said is indeed true, the person is nearby. In the sky, the sword energy triggered Qin Feng's concealment formation, and there was an immediate reaction, and countless energy was activated. Brush. Suzaku summoned the peacock. Qin Feng jumped up holding Suzaku and Yeqingqing, quickly left the area, and rushed into the distance. The strength of these people is too strong. If it were only Qin Feng himself, he would be happy and fearless. It's just that Yeqingqing and Suzaku don't have the ability to protect themselves. If they encounter these people, they will definitely suffer a big loss. Brush. The peacock also possesses extreme speed and knows the incomparable danger at this time. The three of them instantly penetrated the void and rushed dozens of miles away in one breath. Master, what kind of being has he provoked? Those people are extraordinary. The peacock also sent out his spiritual thoughts with lingering fear. It did not stop, but continued to fly away, and soon appeared more than 100 miles away. Escape is not an option. Let's get rid of them first and find a place to hide. Yeqingqing frowned. If they could not rely on the existence of these 6 princes, their situation would be very dangerous. Chi. Suddenly, a fierce bird appeared in the forest. Its sharp claws tore the heaven and earth apart and swooped towards the peacock. Go away. Qin Feng punched out, and in front of him, a bright golden light pillar, like gold poured, collided with the fierce bird, sending the fierce bird flying backwards. What made Qin Feng a little surprised was that the fierce bird's body was as if it were made of metal. It did not turn into blood mist under Qin Feng's bombardment. It looked very extraordinary. In an instant, Qin Feng spread out a huge power of the soul, and soon, he discovered hundreds of powerful monster auras here. There may be a monster's nest ahead. Let's take this opportunity to get rid of these 6 enemies. Yes, Master. The peacock heard this and agreed. It increased its speed again. It turned into a ray of light and rushed through the monster's nest in an instant, leaping dozens of miles away. Roar! Ang! As the peacock's figure just left, a huge roar came from the mountains, and countless ferocious birds and beasts flew into the sky. Their claws tore the sky and the earth, all of which had extremely terrifying attack power. There were dozens of ferocious birds and beasts flying into the sky, and the demonic energy in the sky was bursting, and their claws tore the space. The ferocious birds left a trail of after-images in the void. They drove the strong wind and followed Qin Feng and the others. Faced with such a large group of ferocious beasts, even the strong men from the 6 vassal domains following Qin Feng did not dare to confront them. They stayed far behind the ferocious birds, ready to move when the opportunity arose. But soon, they ran into trouble. There were several ferocious beasts that had just awakened in the forest. They felt the 6 princes in the void and felt that they were provoked. They flapped their wings, released a terrifying demonic light, and swooped down on the 6 people. And this was not over yet. The ferocious birds chasing Qin Feng and his men could not keep up with the speed of the peacock, so they had to turn back and met the 6 princes. For a while, the roars of beasts and shouts of killing came one after another. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbs feed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 524. Roar, roar, roar. In the dense forest, monkeys cried and tigers roared, and countless ferocious beasts flew across the sky. They were shining brightly, and their huge bodies were jaw-dropping, covering the entire void. Just after Qin Feng and his team jumped out for more than 100 miles, the entire mountain range suddenly became quiet. Even the ferocious beasts that had followed Qin Feng and his team all stayed away from this place and did not dare to approach this direction. Something is wrong. Qin Feng was shocked. There was an inexplicable aura flowing between the mountains and forests in front of him, interfering with his soul exploration. He intuitively thought that this place was very dangerous. Roar. As if to confirm Qin Feng's guess, a deafening roar of beasts suddenly came from the mountains in front. Then, a 3-headed dragon appeared in the void, with a green mist flowing on its body. Its trunk was crawling in the mountains, hundreds of meters long, and looked particularly terrifying. A 3-headed dragon, at least in the 5th level of the lords. Yet Xing Cheng was shocked, with a little fear in her beautiful eyes. Even Peacock's body stagnated, and he almost fell into the void. Compared with himself in the Suzaku secret realm, the other party was more ferocious and terrifying. Turn around. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold. He felt that if he continued to move forward rashly, he would be dead. However, as Qin Feng's voice fell, something even more surprising happened. 2 fierce beasts also appeared in the mountains on the other side. Not only that, with the order of those strange beasts, countless fierce beasts gathered here and covered the entire sky. This is poking the beast's nest. Even Qin Feng couldn't help but swear. So many fierce beasts appeared at once, and they were all monsters in the Lord's realm. Even if the existence beyond the Lords came, I'm afraid they wouldn't be able to retreat unscathed. Yet Xing Cheng and Zuck's beautiful eyes were full of panic. She opened her eyes wide and was so scared that she couldn't speak. And Peacock was also trembling. With so many prince-level monsters, it was a dead end. What are you doing? Fly up quickly. Qin Feng said softly. He enveloped Peacock with his soul in an instant and pulled it out of panic. Yes. Peacock was frightened and broke into a cold sweat. Just now, it was so scared that its head was buzzing and it had forgotten to react. At this moment, it came back to its senses and immediately obeyed Qin Feng's order to fly high. Although Peacock didn't know Qin Feng's thoughts, At this point, it could only fight to the death. Swish. Peacock turned into a ray of light, and his figure kept flashing, avoiding the fierce birds and monsters that swooped down, and soon it would be surrounded in the earth. Buzz. At this moment, a harsh sound came from the sky. A huge golden bird, with its claws tearing the void, slapped towards Qin Feng and the others like a small mountain, and even the void became distorted. It's over. Are you going to die? Suzaku and Yeching Cheng were extremely pale. The bird in the sky was so terrifying that they felt like they were facing a god, and it was difficult for them to have the will to resist. Even the peacock was so scared that he forgot to fly and waited for death to come. Now. At this moment, only Qin Feng was still confident. He looked at the swooping bird and the fierce birds gathering around him, and a cold smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. He was waiting for the moment when these fierce beasts gathered. Pangu's foot. As Qin Feng's mind moved, a huge foot with golden light appeared in the sky above the whole small world. The foot was extremely bright, and it looked extremely powerful and holy, just like a golden ancient sacred mountain, suddenly appearing between heaven and earth and suppressing it. Boom! The small world was shaking, and an unimaginable and inexplicable power burst out here, and the gathered ferocious birds and monsters were immediately enveloped. The most powerful pen bird and the three-headed dragon were the first to be suppressed in mid-air. Puff puff puff. A huge roar sounded, and countless ferocious beasts collapsed on the spot. The most powerful ones retained their bodies, but they were also killed and lost their souls. This place was a scene of destruction, and all the ferocious birds and monsters were lying dead in the mountains and forests, except for Qin Feng and the other two and the peacock, who were still suspended in mid-air. Yaqingqing's mouth opened in surprise, and her eyes were full of surprise. All this was too shocking for her. A group of ferocious beasts that could run rampant in the great Yan kingdom were actually lying dead like this, which made her unbelievable. Even Zuck, who had seen Qin Feng's Pangu foot several times, couldn't help herself. She always knew that Qin Feng had a very powerful killer mace, which created miracles many times. However, the power at that time was not so terrifying. Now, this killer mace can kill countless beasts in the realm of princes. This is too terrifying. Only Qin Feng was not surprised here, because all this was within his expectations. The reason why he let the peacock fly upwards was to attract all the ferocious birds and kill them all to eliminate future troubles. The only pity is that the 6 princes and the mysterious old woman did not appear, otherwise they could have been solved together. However, it was enough to kill so many ferocious beasts. Dozens of scratch cards appeared on the ground. As long as he scratched and used the resources in it, Qin Feng would be sure to kill the old woman. Swish. Qin Feng landed directly and started picking up the scratch cards. Yeching Cheng stared at him in amazement, not knowing why. Zuck had seen Qin Feng's actions many times, so she was not surprised. What is Qin Feng doing? Yeching Cheng said in confusion. Was he harvesting the refining materials from the beasts? But it didn't seem like it. Zuck shook his head and said, I don't know. Anyway, every time he did this, his strength increased greatly, and sometimes he could even create some strange magic weapons. Hey, there are actually 2 supreme cards. Qin Feng was shocked, and then his face showed ecstasy. He directly scratched the 2 supreme cards, hoping to get more precious treasures. At the beginning, the 3 supreme scratch cards sent by the system allowed him to walk sideways in Dongzhou. There must be something to love. Qin Feng looked very excited, and he muttered in anticipation. This scene was extremely strange in the eyes of Zuck and Yeching Cheng. Ding, congratulations to the host, the supreme scratch card was successfully used. Pangu's foot was upgraded to the Stone Axe of Creation, which is triggered once every 20 days and can instantly kill enemies that are 2 realms higher than the host. Ding, congratulations to the host, the Supreme Scratch card was successfully used, and the earthly immortal weapon Barret was obtained, with 10 rounds of immortal gold bullet, which can take the enemy's head from a distance of 100,000 meters. Warm TI. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 525. Damn it, it's so developed. It's so developed. Qin Feng was ecstatic. With these two treasures, he could walk sideways in Yanbei. Not only was his Pango's foot upgraded to the sky-opening stone axe, but the cool-down time was also shortened by 10 days, which was an unexpected surprise. And even though Barret, the earthly immortal weapon, only had 10 bullets, he was able to take care of that mysterious old woman by surprise. With these two self-defense trump cards, Qin Feng no longer cared much about other diamond scratch cards, but he still hung up on them all. Ding, congratulations to the host. You successfully used the diamond scratch off card and obtained 300,000 Mingzhao pills. Ding, congratulations to the host. You successfully used the diamond scratch off card and obtained 280,000 Mingzhao pills. Ding, congratulations to the host. You successfully used the diamond scratch off card and obtained 10 fairy quality flying swords. Ding, congratulations to the host, you successfully used the diamond scratch off card and obtained 80,000 phaseless elixirs. Ding, congratulations to the host, you successfully used the diamond scratch off card and obtained 30 phaseless breakthrough pills. Several system prompts came in succession, and Qin Feng got various elixirs, immortal gold treasures, which made him feel happy. Let's try first to see if we can ascend to the 8th heaven. Just do it. Qin Feng thought about it, grabbed countless Mingzhao pills, and threw them into the God King. Countless essences of heaven and earth gathered together, and the aura in this small world was obviously very extraordinary. As the essence of the elixir was refined, the aura energy in Qin Fengqi increased. However, after more than 300,000 Mingzhao pills were refined, Qin Feng failed to advance to the 8th level of Shenzhou. Is there no hope of being promoted to the 8th level of the divine creation? Qin Feng was not willing to give in, so he directly refined a few thousand-year elixirs and some monster essences. Finally, there was a sound of the shackles being broken, and Qin Feng broke through the bottleneck and reached the 8th level of the divine light. Such an entry is simply shocking. You must know that the last time Qin Feng broke through to the 7th level of divine light was just one night. Such a terrifying entry is really terrifying. If Qin Feng hadn't advanced at once, the energy required would be too terrifying, and he really wanted to advance directly to the phaseless realm. After raising his level, Qin Feng turned his attention to the Wuxiang breakthrough pill, and obtained so many pills and treasures that he could also raise the level of Suzaku Yeqing Cheng and Peacock. After swallowing the breakthrough pill, the Peacock was successfully promoted to the formless realm and became a holy beast in the formless realm. Yeqing Cheng's cultivation level is also close to the 7th level of Wuxiang heaven, while Suzaku is in the 6th level of Shenzhou heaven, and is only 2 steps away from Qin Feng. While the two were in seclusion to improve their realm, Qin Feng used the immortal gold he obtained to upgrade his weapons and the two's armors to the realm of high-grade earth immortals. However, this also consumed all the fairy gold stones and other materials he obtained, including the weapon refining materials obtained from these ferocious beasts. Such a terrifying consumption, that is, Qin Feng's systematic blessing, is impossible for ordinary people to achieve. After doing all this, Qin Feng was ready to turn around and go back to find trouble with the 6 princes. It's time to go back and settle accounts with them. Qin Feng's black hair is flying, his body is slender and strong, and his whole body is as bright as a god descending. His white Taoist robes are fluttering, and he has an aura that transcends the world. Are you sure? Although Suzaku knew that Qin Feng had reached a small realm, there was still a big gap between him and the realm of princes. She was still unsure and was afraid that Qin Feng would have problems. If you can still use such a terrifying weapon, there will be no problem. Yeqing Cheng's eyes were glowing, Her hair was soft and light, beautiful and moving. This trump card can only be used once every 20 days. For the two of them, Qin Feng had nothing to hide, and he told the time when his strongest weapon was used. Among those people, there is also an old man from the 5th level of the princes. If they gather together, it will be very dangerous. How about we take a long-term approach? Hearing Qin Feng say that his trump card cannot be used, Yecheng Cheng also said with worried eyes. It doesn't matter, even if we can't defeat us, we can still escape. There is a look of confidence in Qin Feng's eyes, and his anti-immortal steps are enough to make him proud of the contemporary generation. Once he encounters trouble that is difficult to solve, he can take the two of them, escape in an instant at the speed blessed by the 9 forbiddens, and then solve the enemy 100,000 meters away. Brush. Qin Feng and the others rode peacocks and returned along the original road. Soon they came to the place where they found the powerful men from the 6 princes' domains. What a great luck! I actually ran into a vicious beast and escaped safely. The moment the peacock appeared here, 6 masters from the vassal realm surrounded Qin Feng and the others. It can be seen that these 6 masters are in a bit of a mess, and one of them still has a little blood on his chest and abdomen. Obviously, although they survived the siege by those ferocious beasts, they also paid some price. Isn't it uncomfortable to be surrounded by ferocious beasts? Suzaku's eyes turned into crescent moons, and she said teasingly, these 6 people were in a very embarrassed state, and they had obviously suffered a secret loss. Kill. Without any unnecessary words, the 6 masters looked at each other and immediately swooped towards Qin Feng and the others, intending to kill them here. Boo-hoo. Powerful divine power fluctuations burst out, and the 6 powerful men of the 2nd level of the world all sent out their weapons and killed the 3 people on the back of the peacock. Swish. Qin Feng jumped down from the back of the peacock directly. His speed was extremely fast. He waved his hand and cast a heaven-turning seal. The heaven-turning seal of the lower level of the earthly immortal instantly suppressed the ground and blocked the weapons and secret techniques of the 6 masters. Send you on your way. There was nothing to say. Qin Feng was very decisive and vowed to kill these 6 people here. Not long ago, the 6 of them beat Zuck and Yecheng Cheng to death. If Qin Feng had not appeared in time, I am afraid that they would never see them again. This revenge must be avenged. It's ridiculous. A mere waste in the realm of Shenzhou really wants to kill the 6 of us. He really doesn't know what he's talking about. Boy, are you out of your mind? You want to compete with our 6 secret guards? You really don't know how to live or die. The 6 masters all sneered and didn't take Qin Feng seriously at all. In their eyes, the cultivation level of Shenzhou realm was a full dozen small realms lower than theirs, and it was not worth looking at all. In their opinion, Qin Feng was able to get rid of the attack of the 8 masters of the inner palace, relying entirely on his strange body skills and getting away by luck. Okay, I'll send you to meet the 8 masters of the inner palace and the 3 great generals of the lords. Qin Feng's eyes were filled with murderous intent. He could confirm that these people were in the same group as the 8 masters of the inner palace and the generals of the lords. As soon as Qin Feng's voice came out, the 6 masters were immediately stunned, although the 8 masters of the inner palace were not much stronger than ants in their eyes. However, the 5 elements warrior was only 1 level lower than them. If the 6 of them encountered him, it would be very difficult. However, from what Qin Feng said, it was impossible for the other party to cross a large level and kill the 5 elements warrior alone. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 526. After listening to Qin Feng's words, the 6 people looked at each other and then laughed. Haha, boy, do you really take yourself seriously? In the face of absolute strength, do you think you can have a chance by using these small tricks? Just these few words are trying to disturb our state of mind. It's really laughable. For people in the same realm, there may be opportunities to disturb the state of mind, but for us, it is just a futile struggle. The 6 secret guards believed that what Qin Feng said was purely rhetorical. He wanted to disturb their mood and create an opportunity to escape. They were not fooled at all. The 6 of them are the 6 secret guards of Emperor Yan in the palace. They are here to assist Grandma Rong this time. Don't believe it? Qin Feng's expression was extremely calm, and the corners of his mouth curved. These 6 people didn't take him seriously at all, which was really pitiful. Qin Feng waved his hand and took out his absolute immortal sword. As soon as the absolute immortal sword came out, it immediately released a terrifying murderous aura. The top-grade Earth immortal weapon seemed to be able to destroy everything in the world, making people tremble with fear. And compared with Qin Feng's immortal sword, the power of the immortal weapons in the hands of the 6 secret guards was much inferior in an instant. Damn, what a terrifying sword energy. This guy's weapons are very powerful. Please be careful and don't capsize. The 6 secret guards looked at each other, and their eyes became serious. At this moment, they felt that what Qin Feng just said was most likely true, and the other party was really difficult to mess with. I don't believe it. A boy in the divine realm can really beat the 5 elements warrior. We 6 princes, can't we deal with a mere junior? The 6 secret guards looked at each other. Although they knew that Qin Feng's weapons were very evil, they had no choice but to go all out. Damn it, where is that old lady Rong going? The 6 secret guards were terrified. They felt a little unsure about this matter. Their intuition told them that Qin Feng had a terrifying aura, and that aura made them all change their colors. Qi. The 6 secret guards took the lead, and the 6 immortal swords penetrated the void and united together. Their power was terrifying, beyond imagination, and they had terrifying strength bonuses. Facing the siege of 6 people, Qin Feng was unbridled. With a wave of his hand, the Earth Immortal Superior Martial Art Feng Wu Jushin was used instantly. In the heaven and earth, a huge phoenix appeared, flowing with terrifying aura. Endless light blooms between heaven and earth, extremely bright. With the blessing of Jijin, Feng Wu Jushin possesses magical power, and the power it explodes is doubled. Boom! As soon as Feng Wu Jushin appeared, the 6 secret guards were as frightened as if they were facing the gods of heaven and earth. They went all out, and the fairy sword danced out of the sword curtain in front, flowing with a terrifying aura, trying to stop Feng Wu Jushin. However, an extremely astonishing roar sounded, and the sword curtains of the 6 secret guards shattered in an instant, unable to stop them even for a breath. How is that possible? How could this happen? Our weapons are all immortal flying swords. The sword formation formed in the void cannot be broken by even the princes at will. Why is this kid so evil? The 6 secret guards all turned pale with horror. How could the power exerted by a mere boy from the 8th level of Shenzhou surpass the realm of princes? This was really terrifying and unbearable for them. At this time, the phoenix dance in Jushin did not disappear into the void, and became bigger and bigger, condensing into a huge phoenix, and continued to suppress the 6 people, with terrifying power to the extreme. No, this is the opponent's fairy sword. The 5 of us stopped this fairy sword. Brother, please kill him quickly, otherwise we will be finished. The second strategist of the 6 secret guards shouted loudly. In his opinion, this fairy sword has terrifying blessings. If they continue to block it, the 6 of them will only die. As long as the 5 of them can temporarily stop the fairy sword, and then let their eldest brother take this opportunity to escape and kill Qin Feng, the power of the weapon will naturally disappear. Good. The boss of the 6 secret guards agreed, and he instantly pulled out, controlling the immortal sword to merge with the human, and penetrated towards Qin Feng cave. Call out. A series of piercing sword sounds erupted in the void, and their power was breathtaking. Court death. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold. The moment the secret guard sword approached him, he took out his six-path sword and killed him. Dang! Poof! An extremely deafening metal trembling sound came, and the immortal weapon of the Dark Guard boss was directly cut off by Qin Feng. Then the six immortal swords passed through the body of the Dark Guard boss, chopped him in the void, and fell go down. His brother. When the six secret guards saw this scene, they all exclaimed in shock, with horror in their eyes, and they all gasped. The most powerful boss was killed on the spot by Qin Feng in an instant, with no intention of resisting at all, which frightened them all. Let's go. If you don't leave, it will be too late. At this moment, the secret guards were all frightened. They knew that if they continued to fight, they would probably die. The best way at this time is to escape from this place quickly, find Nanny Rong, and ask her to kill Qin Feng, so as to avoid future troubles and avenge the elder brother. Can you run away? Qin Feng moved, and before he could think, the Juexian sword once again performed Feng Guiyujushan, and two huge phoenixes swooped down from the sky to the ground, crashing into the five secret guards. At this moment, the five secret guards were all terrified. After the boss died, the five of them were insignificant. Originally, they thought that Qin Feng's Feng Guiyujushan was the fairy sword in his hand, but now it seemed that it was not the case at all. The opponent's Feng Guiyujushan was indeed a martial arts technique, with a terrifying strength bonus, so that they could not have the intention of resisting at all. Puff puff puff. Several consecutive sounds came, and the remaining five comforts died on the spot, completely unable to compete with Qin Feng's earthly fairy Feng Guiyujushan. After killing the six secret guards, a scratch card appeared on the spot. Qin Feng walked up to pick it up and scratched it open. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully using the diamond scratch card and obtaining 8 kilograms of Wuxiang Dan. The system prompt sounded, and Qin Feng's eyes were a little disappointed. It seems that the supreme card is not so easy to get. Of course, Wuxiang Dan is also okay. Although he can't use it at this time, it is still good for Yeching Cheng to use to improve his realm. After killing the 6 dark guards, Qin Feng emptied all the storage rings on them, and also got 5 immortal swords and some elixirs, which was not in vain. I don't know how the mysterious old woman contacted them. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbs feed -01, container, tabula below article feed, placement, below article feed, target. Type, mix. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 527. Qin Feng searched the 6 secret guards, but could not find the contact information with the mysterious old woman. He thought that these people should have verbally agreed to meet at a certain place, but this would be a bit troublesome. Being remembered by a powerful being would make anyone feel uneasy. Swish. Qin Feng came to the back of the peacock, joined Yekingchinj and others, and began to look for clues about the old woman in the secret realm. Not long after, Qin Feng and others really found some clues about the old woman. This secret realm is extremely large, and there are not only Qin Feng and the mysterious old woman from Dian, but also a group of cultivators from other regions. It is said that this secret realm is connected to Nanling, and there are cultivators from Nanling who came to this secret realm through other passages in the secret realm to explore and look for opportunities. Qin Feng and others learned from a cultivator that not long ago, an old woman subdued a powerful pengbird mount. The other party had a conflict with several strong men from Nanling. In the end, those strong men were very miserable. 2 of them were killed and 3 were disabled, which was jaw-dropping. According to the clues provided by the cultivator, Qin Feng and his team found Rong Mama after flying dozens of miles. At this time, the other party was gathering with countless cultivators, preparing to break the ban of the small world and enter the second level of the small world. After getting the exact information from the old woman, Qin Feng took Zuck and the other two away from here, because if they got too close, he was afraid that the old woman's spiritual sense would discover their figures. After retreating from here, Qin Feng and the other two came to the top of a mountain. This mountain is towering into the clouds, with clouds and mist lingering on the top, like a tipless fairy sword standing. It is the best ambush site. Qin Feng found a suitable place, set up the fairy weapon Barret, and prepared to eat chicken. As soon as the fairy weapon Barret appeared, it immediately amazed Zuck and Yeching Cheng. They had never seen such a magic weapon before. It was impossible to take the enemy's head from tens of thousands of meters away. However, Qin Feng did not recognize it and thought that the immortal Barret was a magic weapon. Unlike the gunpowder weapons in his previous life, it was a weapon that used divine power to activate the formation and was extremely terrifying. As Qin Feng aimed at the old woman and pulled the trigger, in an instant, the immortal gold bullet tore through the void, and a dazzling light came out. The power was simply against the sky. Qin Feng took the immortal gold bullet with only 10 bullets, and he was determined to win. This old woman was very scary and must be killed with one blow. Under the gaze of Zuck and the others, the power caused by the immortal Barret was extremely terrifying. In just less than a second, the immortal gold bullet instantly smashed the old woman's body. As powerful as the old woman and the pengbird she sat on, they didn't react and were completely killed. The advanced bullet broke through the air, faster than the speed of sound. Until then, a deafening roar sounded between heaven and earth. Qin Feng saw the scene through the scope, and a sneer appeared on his face. What is killing invisibly? This is it. In front of the second level of the restriction in the small world, all the monks present were stunned. The old woman who was so powerful just now actually collapsed in the void, which made people dumbfounded. Hiss, what's going on? What a terrible hidden weapon. Where did the hidden weapon come from? The monks were all stunned. No one dared to believe what was happening in front of them. The old woman who was originally so powerful was killed in an instant without a burial place, which made people all horrified to the extreme. After killing the old woman, a scratch card appeared on the spot, but Qin Feng was far away from there at this time, so he didn't rush to pick it up. Anyway, only he could find the scratch card, and he didn't have to worry about being picked up by others. Not long after, Qin Feng brought Zuck and Yeching Cheng to the entrance of the second level of the secret realm. The old woman has been solved, so in this secret realm, they can explore and grab treasures happily. Qingxian's secret realm, according to rumors, was opened up by Qingxian Sanren. Later, when Qingxian Sanren ascended to heaven, this secret realm was abandoned and became a training place for countless disciples of holy places and great sects in Nanling. There are many treasures hidden here, and there are countless fierce beasts and big monsters. It is an extremely mysterious trial place. Even now, this secret realm has only been opened to the first level. The reason is that this secret realm has restrictions. Existences beyond the realm of princes cannot stay here for a long time. Because such an existence is too terrifying, its own aura is destructive, and it is possible to cause this small world with incomplete rules to collapse. Even if there are masters of that level who use taboo secrets to survive in this secret realm for a long time, they can only use the magical powers of the realm of princes, otherwise there will be a catastrophe, causing the small world to collapse, and the lives of the people will be destroyed. Even such an existence will become a corpse among the guests. When Qin Feng and the other two rode on peacocks and landed here, it instantly caused a sensation. Qin Feng is slender and ethereal, while Zuck and Yeching Cheng are beautiful and stunning. It is hard not to attract people's attention when they are so talented and beautiful. Countless young monks stared at Zuck and Yeching Cheng with undisguised greed, and many men were very tempted. The second layer of restrictions was flowing with a little light. This formation was extremely complicated and ordinary formation masters could not crack it at all. It also required a huge amount of divine power to achieve success. No wonder, in these countless years, this secret realm has only opened the first layer. Qin Feng and the other three had learned from the discussions of countless cultivators around them why the old woman appeared here. It turned out that for this secret realm training, some holy places and great sects in Nanling had found two formation masters, wanting to forcibly open the second level of the secret realm. However, opening the restriction requires a huge amount of divine power. The old woman's lifelong cultivation is unfathomable, and some people from the holy places and great sects want her to lend a hand. At this time, the front of the restriction had been flattened by a strong man with great means, becoming an extremely huge square. Many cultivators in the square were still discussing that the mysterious old woman of the fifth level of the Lord suddenly died, which disrupted their previous plans. And the scene just now was so terrifying that some beings were still in shock and had not recovered from the previous shock. Yanbei's wrong mama actually appeared here. Maybe other cultivators have also mixed in with Yanbei's masters. Wrong mama is too domineering. She must have been killed by an extremely powerful senior. The other party is rampant in this secret realm, bullying Nanling because there is no one there. She angered some seniors and was eliminated. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 528. Countless cultivators were thinking about it, whispering in their minds, and had not yet recovered from the shocking scene not long ago. As the second level of the secret realm was about to be opened, countless young masters of major forces wanted to enter it as soon as possible to grab the treasures and opportunities. Therefore, some major sects joined together to select cultivators who could enter the second level of the secret realm. If you want to enter the second level, you must first take a test. If your cultivation is lower than the Wuxiang realm, you will not be qualified to enter the second level of the small world. Of course, if your cultivation reaches the realm of princes, you can enter the second level of the small world first and get the opportunity first. After all, cultivators are extremely fast and can travel thousands or tens of thousands of meters in a moment. The cultivators who enter first can first sweep some treasures. At this time, the two formation masters, accompanied by countless masters, are using means to break the ban. However, Qin Feng's eyes soon discovered that the second level of the secret realm was forbidden. It was easy for him to enter the second level. However, Qin Feng did not think about entering the secret realm at this time, because after he killed the old woman, a diamond scratch card appeared, and he was going to pick up the card first. However, there were many people gathered where the card was. If he wanted to take the two to see the card, he would have to fly directly over. However, if he did that, it would be a bit impulsive, and he would probably become the target of public criticism. So, Qin Feng took the two to stand at the end of the team and move forward, but it was just a little longer. Just when Qin Feng and the other two were at the end of the team, chatting, 6 aggressive monks flew behind them. These 6 people were outstanding in strength, and the strongest one was in the first level of the lords, with strong combat power. Naturally, they disdained to queue up with these monks, but rushed forward directly. After all, the existence of the vassal domain has an innate advantage and can become the first batch of cultivators to enter the second level of the small secret realm. However, when the 6 people passed by Qin Feng, Zuck, and Yeching Chen, the young man in his 30s stopped. He was suspended in the air, looking down at Qin Feng and the other two below, and he was attracted by the beauty of Zuck and Yeching Chen at first sight. 2 girls, this second level of the secret realm is extremely dangerous. Your cultivation is low, why don't you join us? The eldest brother of the Brahma sect, Fan Ye, showed a hint of lustful application on his face, looking at Zuck and Yeching Chen with greedy eyes. No need. Yeching Chen and Zuck said in unison. The look in the young man's eyes when he looked at them made them very disgusted, and they didn't want to pay attention to each other at all. Two girls, please think about it again. This guy can't protect you. Fan Ye, who was in the first level of the lords, had a look of contempt in his eyes. He looked at Qin Feng with ill intentions and continued, a mere ant in the 8th level of the divine light doesn't even have the qualifications to enter the 2nd level of the secret realm, let alone protect you two. Yes, I'm afraid that even in the 1st level, you two beauties will still be needed to protect us. Girls, you should come with us, otherwise you two won't have a chance to enter the 2nd level. The rest of the people also spoke up to help. In their opinion, with Qin Feng's strength, he couldn't protect the two of them at all. And if the two of them wanted to enter the 2nd level of the small world, they could only let someone take them in. He, a gigolo, needs you to take him in to enter the 2nd level. What future do you have with him? Fan Ye's face showed an extremely confident smile. He was only 30 years old and had already reached the 1st level of the lords. With such strength, he was even more powerful than some older people. Two girls, our senior brother is the eldest disciple of the Brahma section. You don't even need to queue up to enter the secret realm of the 2nd level. Several other monks of the Brahma sect quickly echoed. Zuck and Yeching Chen were outstanding in appearance. As many female disciples, they were several orders of magnitude worse than the two. If the two were tired of being played by their senior brother, they could still drink soup, so they were also very concerned. No need, we are not interested. Zuck and Yeching Chen refused again in unison. The Brahma sect is a big sect in Nanling, and its strength is unfathomable, but compared with their Zuck Holy Land, it is not worth mentioning. Brahma sect? Do you know Xiaolun? Suddenly, Qin Feng, who was standing aside, rolled his eyes and asked. He remembered hearing Xiaolun say that Xiaolun was from the Brahma sect. Are all the big sects in Nanling, the Fantian sect, such rubbish? Xiaolun, the elder brother of the Brahma sect, was surprised when he heard this, and then he suddenly realized. Are you talking about the guy who betrayed the Brahma sect and joined the Suzaku Holy Land? Have you seen him? The elder brother of the Brahma sect, Fan Ye, looked at Qin Feng with ill intentions. Xiaolun had joined the Suzaku Holy Land recently, and his status had risen. Even some of the elders of the Brahma sect wanted to use Xiaolun's relationship to become relatives with the Suzaku Holy Land. However, in the eyes of the elder brother Fan Ye, Xiaolun was simply lucky. He had just become a true disciple for a few days, and this time he went to participate in the Holy Lord Conference of the Suzaku Holy Land and soared to the sky. At that time, he was in seclusion. If he had seized such a good opportunity, he might have had the opportunity to become an elder of the Suzaku Holy Land. The senior brother of the Brahma sect turned out to be this kind of person. You are far worse than Xiaolun. Qin Feng said speechlessly. This senior brother of the Brahma sect was much worse than Xiaolun. No wonder Xiaolun was unwilling to return to the Brahma sect after coming to the Suzaku Holy Land. The upper and lower levels of that place were really not good. How can a bastard talk to the senior brother? How can a person like Xiaolun compare with the senior brother? The senior brother can crush him with one hand. Who is he? The other people of the Brahma sect roared in anger. In their hearts, the senior brother Fan Ye was the real master. He was only 30 years old, and even some of the older people of the Brahma sect could not compete with him. The countless monks around, seeing the few people of the Brahma sect, all retreated, fearing that they would be affected. Have you finished talking? If you have, get out of here and don't block my way. Qin Feng's eyes turned cold, because the appearance of these 6 people caused a vacuum around him. Not far ahead, the scratch card was waving at him, and he could already go and pick up the scratch card. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 529. Boy, are you tired of living? The face of the senior brother of the Brahma sect, Fan Ye, was gloomy, and the two beauties did not give him face at all. The boy next to the beauty did not take him seriously at all, making him feel insulted, and his originally ugly face became even uglier. TMD, you look like an orangutan, can't you understand human language? I'll give you another chance, get out of here. Qin Feng glanced at the other party, and his eyes darkened instantly. Originally, he heard that the other party was from the Brahma sect, and for Xiaolun's sake, Qin Feng was ready to let them go. However, the senior brother of the Brahma sect who looked like an orangutan in front of him was so ignorant that he even set his sights on his two female companions. Yes, he was also rude, and he was simply not knowing how to live or die. Looking for death. Fan Ye was instantly furious when he heard this. What he hated most was that someone made fun of his appearance. Originally, he looked like an orangutan, which was embarrassing for him. Qin Feng actually pointed this out directly, which hurt his self-esteem. When he was in the Brahma sect, because of his outstanding strength, no one dared to laugh at his appearance in public, but there were countless people who joked about this in private, and he was very angry every time he heard it. However, countless people did not dare to provoke him directly because of his power, and now, the other party hit his pain point in public, which made him extremely angry. Bang! Fan Ye was angry. He punched out, and the void vibrated. A terrifying tiger roar shook the place, and the power was extremely strong. Oh my God, what a terrible punch! A punch from the vassal domain, the pressure alone can make the existence of the lower realm unable to resist. Where does this kid get the confidence? He is really looking for death. Countless cultivators talked about it. They felt the punch from Fan Ye, and they were all trembling with fear. The cultivators in the vassal realm have their own pressure, and usually they are restrained. Otherwise, their overflowing aura alone will prevent some cultivators of lower realms from getting close. At this time, Fan Ye attacked brazenly, and the terrible aura radiated out, shocking countless cultivators of lower realms. They retreated one after another, unable to withstand the pressure of the other party, and their bodies were trembling. Boom! Qin Feng saw that the other party was desperate to attack directly, and he had already punched back and confronted him head-on. He has never suffered a loss. The other party spoke rudely first and took the initiative to attack, which was already a way to die. Crack! A sound of bones breaking came, and the terrifying energy vibrated here. A strong wind blew in the field, blowing countless cultivators back one after another, and it was difficult for them to resist. Ah! A deafening roar came, and the shrill sound shocked people's eardrums. Some cultivators of lower realms almost fell to the ground with stars in their eyes. You're showing off, your fist is broken. Do you think you're so powerful by fighting with the senior brother? The other 5 disciples of Fan Tianjiao all sneered with disdain. In their opinion, Fan Ye, who was in the first level of the feudal lords, had a king-level physique and was completely able to crush Qin Feng, who was in the realm of divine illumination. There would be no suspense. Everyone thought that the sound of broken bones was made by the collapse of Qin Feng's fist. More people thought that the scream was also made by Qin Feng, because it was normal for a cultivator of a higher realm to crush a cultivator of a lower realm. However, the next scene shocked everyone. People found that it was not Qin Feng who had just screamed. Qin Feng was still standing there, his expression did not change at all, and he looked calm. Qin Feng was not injured, so who made the scream and the sound of broken bones just now? This question mark arose in the hearts of countless cultivators, and everyone looked at Fan Ye who was standing aside at the same time. Then, people were completely stunned. At this moment, Fan Ye's entire arm was broken into several sections, and it was completely in a mess. His face showed a painful expression, which made it even uglier. It's just one punch. Crossing the realm. Will this young master hide his cultivation? Countless cultivators were stunned. This scene was simply unbelievable to them. Many people looked terrified, and more were stunned. How could it be like this? Fanya, the senior brother of Fantian, had an unbelievable face. Since he became famous, he has never been defeated. In the entire Fantian sect, except for the living fossils, even some of the older generation figures are not his opponents. But today, he was completely defeated by a young cultivator after a tight punch, and he was defeated so badly that he couldn't accept it. Get lost. Qin Feng didn't feel proud of defeating a cultivator of the first level of the lords with one punch. The cultivators of the first level of the feudal lords were no different from ants to him at this moment. The only one who could really threaten him was the son of the Holy Land of the ancient sacred land, who could fight him. Ah! Boy, you have completely angered me. Go to hell. Fanya roared in anger. The pain and roar made his expression extremely distorted. He was injured with just one move. He couldn't accept it. If it got out, how could he survive in Nanling in the future? Kill him for me. The senior brother of the Brahma sect gave an order, and beside him, 5 junior brothers of the 9th level of the Wuxiang immediately gathered and surrounded Qin Feng and Zuqieching Cheng. Boy, I'm going to cut you into pieces and trample your 2 women under my crotch. Only then will I be able to eliminate the hatred in my heart. Fanya's eyes were red, and he was extremely angry. As a prince of the first level, he had only used 20% of his strength because he underestimated the enemy, but he never thought that he would be defeated and injured, which made him furious. When Qin Feng heard this, his eyes darkened. Yeqing Cheng and Suzaku were his forbidden pets. Fanya was looking for death. Brush. Qin Feng stepped on the immortal step and disappeared on the spot in an instant. Kaka. Fanya didn't even notice Qin Feng's figure, so he flew out. In mid-air, he heard the sound of breaking eggs. Then a more piercing scream spread out. Fanya fell to the ground, covering his crotch with his hands, and his body shrank into a shrimp. He was in extreme pain. Qin Feng's kick just now was too fast. It was as fast as a shadowless kick and instantly kicked Fanya into a eunuch. What the hell, senior brother? A monk from the Brahma sect did not see Qin Feng take action at all, but found his senior brother flying out, covering his crotch and wailing. Maid, senior brother's integrity is broken. Window. Tabula equals window. Tabula. Tabula.push, mode, thumbspeed -01, container, tabula below article thumbnail -300x250, placement, below article thumbnail -300x250, target. Type, mix. Invincible Scratch Lottery System. Author, Xiankong Fashi. Chapter 530. I'm going to go. Senior brother Brahma's integrity has been shattered. I'm afraid he won't be humane anymore. Who is this kid? He is so fierce that he dares to kick the Brahma sect's senior brother into a eunuch. Countless monks in the field were all dumbfounded. The Brahma sect was also a well-known sect in Nanling and was extremely powerful. Fanya, the senior brother of the Brahma sect, is even more outstanding among the geniuses. He is already a master of the first level of the princes in his 30s. It is said that even the leader of the Brahma sect is not his opponent. If nothing unexpected happens, he will be the next leader of the Brahma sect in the future. But now, Fanya was beaten into an eunuch by Qin Feng. If this incident spreads, it is absolutely impossible for the Brahma sect to let Fanya be its future leader. Otherwise, when the monks from Nanling meet each other in the future, they will tell you that your master is a eunuch. How can you make the monks of the Brahma sect raise their heads? Although monks have reached the state of great achievement and can regenerate their limbs, if Fanya cannot kill the opponent to untie the knot in his heart, I am afraid that his Taoist heart will be damaged and he will never be able to reach that state. Some strong men sighed slightly, feeling sorry for Fan Ye. He was injured like this, and the rest of Fan Ye's life was probably over. Nima, boy, you are looking for death. Destroy this boy and avenge senior brother. The extremely junior brothers of the Brahma sect were angry. Their senior brother was beaten so badly that if they could not resolve the matter, they would not be able to raise their heads in front of everyone. Boy, no matter what your identity is, if you dare to touch anyone from my Brahma sect, you will only die. The 5 masters of the Brahma sect took action together, with great momentum, countless lights flying, shaking the heaven and the earth. The surrounding melon-eating people did not dare to get too close to this matter, and they all stayed in the place of dispute. They came to experience and look for opportunities. It would be a tragedy if they were affected. The 5 masters you want may not be able to defeat the anti-wild opponents if they fight alone. 5 of them and 2 of them together will make the private hospital supercharged by Hao Yi. I'm afraid this kid is in danger. Yes, senior brother Fan Yi was careless, otherwise he wouldn't be in such a mess. Some monks discussed that the difference between the gods and the princes was only a dozen or so small realms. How could it be leveled so easily? Be careful when sailing the 10,000-year-old ship. A lion must fight a rabbit with all his strength. Remember, you must not take any chances when fighting the enemy. On the side, there were also some elderly monks who regarded Fan Ye as a negative example and warned the disciples beside them. Yes. Disciple noted it down. The young monk looked at the terrifying power in the field and replied with a trembling voice. At this time, Qin Feng, who was about to leave, stopped and looked calmly at the 5 masters rushing over. The 5 masters of the Brahma sect are all in the 5th level of the formless heaven. With their cultivation at their best, the void is trembling and terrifying ripples are spreading. The magic weapon greets Qin Feng. They didn't want to follow in the footsteps of their senior brother Fan Ye, so they all attacked with all their strength, and their fighting power was like a turbulent sea, shaking the place. It was too late, but soon, Qin Feng turned into a stream of light with his counter-immortal steps, holding the immortal sword in his hand and killing the 5 masters of the Brahma sect with one strike. Chi! The sword energy roared in the secret realm, and the immortal sword turned into a bolt and swept across the air. The terrifying sword light instantly hit the monk in front. The monk died instantly, a line of blood spurted out from his throat, his eyes were horrified, and he took it off directly from the void. The absolute immortal sword has been upgraded by Qin Feng to the superior weapon of the earth immortal. The power of an ordinary sword alone is unpredictable and can instantly kill the monks of the Wuxiang 9th layer. What a terrifying swordsmanship! I'll go, how is this possible? Countless monks opened their mouths in a zero shape. Qin Feng's swordsmanship was so terrifying that they could not hide the horror in their hearts. With just one sword, he could kill a strong man in the phaseless realm. With such strength, even the entire Nanling was extremely outstanding. The speechless 4 masters were all frightened. They were similar in cultivation to that monk. The opponent was not weak at the peak of Wuxiang, but he really died in the hands of Qin Feng, which made them unable to control themselves. Damn it, I'm afraid the Brahma sect will be completely defeated this time. Who is that young master? The monks who had experienced in the Qingxian secret realm were stunned and could not believe what was happening in front of them. Boy, if you kill people from my Brahma sect, aren't you afraid of my Brahma sect's revenge? The expressions of the remaining 4 monks were gloomy. Their bodies were filled with murderous aura. Their eyes were indeed filled with surprise and uncertainty, and they had already begun to think about retreating. Who are you, kid? At this time, Fan Ye swallowed a pill and stopped the injury. His face was gloomy and scary. He came in front of Qin Feng, and his murderous intention was bound to appear. Just an undisciplined person. If the Brahma sect wants revenge, just come to me. Qin Feng's face was calm. He held the immortal sword in his hand and looked at Fanya with a smile. This look in Fanya's eyes made him completely angry. The other party was clearly mocking him for being inhumane, and two substantial cold gleams erupted in his eyes. Boy, no matter who you are, I'm going to kill you today, too. Let's go together. Fanya was furious. He said, hello, take action first, this revenge must be avenged. Boom. Fanya came to kill with one sword, and the sword energy surged out, gathering like a storm in the vast sea, and the momentum reached the extreme. Qin Feng's face was calm, and he thrust out the immortal sword in his hand, displaying the phoenix dance for 9 heavens, and the terrifying sword energy was overwhelming. It's just the 8th level of Shenzhou, I don't believe I can't deal with you. Let's lend a helping hand to our senior brother. The rest of the people were full of vigor, and their cultivation of the 9th level of Wuxiang was revealed. The sharp sword energy pierced through the void and flooded towards Qin Feng. Don't overestimate your ability. 2 golden lights bloomed in Qin Feng's eyes, and under the blessing of the 9 prohibitions, the extremely terrifying sword energy swept out. Puff. In an instant, Feng Guiyujushan pierced Fanya's chest, giving him a chill, and at the same time continued to move forward and hit the 4 people, completely solving the lives of the 6 masters of Fantian sect. The elites of the Brahma sect came to the Qingxian secret realm, got nothing, and all died in the Qingxian secret realm. The Brahma sect is probably finished. This Fanya is the future of the Brahma sect, what a pity. Countless monks gasped, all this was too unexpected, and they were all shocked. A young man in the realm of Shenzhou actually killed the 6 masters of the Brahma sect, it was too cruel. You know, these 6 people are the backbone of the Brahma sect, and the Brahma sect is probably going to decline. After killing a few people, a diamond scratch card appeared near the corpse. Qin Feng thought about it and picked it up together with the previous one. Ding, congratulations to the host for using the diamond scratch card successfully, and got a lower grade fairy sword of the earthly immortal grade. Ding, the host used the diamond scratch card failed, and got nothing.